Shaw on the fade. Caught. Touchdown! Shaq Rowland.
Hackenberg play fake. Time to throw. To the corner, caught for a touchdown, Jesse James. Had his hands behind the defender.
Winston stepping up.
I'm Mike Warren. You cannot win without me. Don't even try. Don't go there. It's not going to happen. If you want to win, if you're going to put up your money, if you don't want to lose your money, if you want to win money, you need me. The fee that I'm charging is nothing compared to the money you're going to make. You need me to win at football. This is something I've always been good at. I continue to be good at. As a matter of fact, last year, I wasn't back officially. I did it for friends. Let's say friends and family. And throughout the football season, I picked about 65% winners. That's pretty good. That's money. That really is money. However, in the postseason, I was 15-0 because I figured out how to get better. And when I figured that out, it just became my numbers. It had nothing to do with all the other stuff I used to use and I used to add into it. All I needed was my numbers. It's all out there now because of 24/7 television with sportscasters, sports announcers. They give you all this information. I used to have to pay for that information. I used to have to pay for locker room information. From managers to coaches to massage guys, everything, because that information wasn't known to the public. But now it's all known to the public. It makes my life so much easier. My numbers stand up, they're great. There's no one better at making that number than me. Now 15-0 is the thing that drove me to come back, and this year I certainly won't go 100-0. I will lose some games, but we'll be better than 65%. You know, a passion, something you love to do, isn't hard work anymore. If you really like doing it, I mean, when I was younger, I had a lot of things I liked to do. And a lot of it had nothing to do with work. It was more for play. Like these young football players. They're great football players, but they do other things. And that's the problem. Me, this is my only passion now. Picking games. There's only two sports I like to bet. Football and horse racing. Everything else is nonsense. I have a favorite deal. I do have a favorite team. The favorite team I have is the team that wins for me that day. I'm not a fan. There's one thing I'm not. This is not a game of fans like I like the Orioles or I like the Dodgers. That rah-rah. I don't do that. I don't wear t-shirts, I don't wear hats and caps, and I don't jump around like that. This is a business. I'm betting this game. This is not fun. This is a business. It's only fun when you win. There is no fun in losing when you're betting money. This is my career. This is what I do. I'm not a house painter. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a millionaire team owner who bets football. I'm none of those things. This is my business. This is exactly what I do. This is how I made all my money to go into the other businesses. I didn't have other businesses. My father left me a lot of money and I started betting football. No. I started on my own. I built my business. I built my career around the ability of me picking winners, both in football and horse racing. I'll even bet you flipping quarters to the wall. I don't really care. If there's a thing we can bet, let's bet. I'm lucky and I'm good, especially when I make my numbers in football. I consider myself one of the luckiest people in the world, both to have had a long career, a successful career doing the things I like to do, and the fact that I am really lucky. I've known people who are smarter than me. I know people who make numbers better than me. And I had a friend of mine once say to me, we get it down to, say, 2 horses or 2 games, a game. And it was so close, and he would pick this horse and I would pick that horse. Incredibly, I would win 9 times out of 10. And I would say to him, you're smarter than me. Your numbers are better than mine. How come I beat you? He says, you're lucky. I'm not a lucky guy. When it gets that close, when the numbers come that close, it comes down to luck. You are a lucky guy, and I have been. I continue to be that lucky guy. But I know what you're going to say. Yeah, I've heard these stories from everybody. Everybody wants to do this, and then they take my money. And I'll tell you what. Tell you what I'm going to do. The first game of, not the preseason, because preseason is like World Wrestling Federation. It's like watching paint dry. It's not important. It's silly. It may work for a quarter or 2, but you don't really want to bet money on that stuff. The regular season, the first game of the regular season, I probably will have my 5-unit rated game. That's my highest rated game. Out of those 14 games or 13 games, I'll probably have a 5-unit rated game. I will give you that game free, no charge. If I win, like I say it's going to win, I would expect you, no guarantees, you don't have to, there's no gun to your head, but I expect you to come in and try me for a week. I'll tell you what it costs. If you want to get this pick for free from Mike Warren with 80% chance of winning now and not BS, send me your email and say, yes, Mike, I'll take your first pick for free. I'll send it back. Also send me your phone number so I'll really tell you exactly the combination, where I'm getting this guy, where this guy's coming from, how him and I together are really getting this deal together. This is something I was always good at. I've always been good at making my numbers, making that number important. Two teams playing each other, my number against the Vegas line, the Vegas number, and I always put my number above theirs. If they said, let's say the Ravens here in Baltimore, the Ravens are a 3-point favorite over Pittsburgh, I may have had the game, the Ravens 5. Well, that gives me a 2-point edge. That to me is a play. That's a play. If it's a 1-point edge or a half-a-point edge, it's not a play. But you get to 2 and 3 points, if my number says that plus or minus 3 points, 4 points, 5 points becomes a significant play. And that's what it is. It's that simple. How do I get my number? I'm not telling you. The key is to have more profit than you have losses. And that's why all the people who are watching this, all the fans who like to bet football, need me. They cannot, absolutely not, do it on their own. They cannot win without me. The clincher is that talent always seeks out talent. There's a reason why Steve Wynn wanted to hire me. There's a reason why Jimmy the Greek asked me for my opinion and my picks. There was a reason when I would give out a game, the Vegas line would change by 3, 4, or 5 points. Because I was the talent, because I am the talent. So I sought out somebody with talent. And this guy is so talented, it's beyond belief. The combination of his picks and my pick, I tested over the last year, we never do worse than 80%. Never. Have never done worse than 80%. That's the clincher. I'll tell you what I'll do. This is what I'll do for everybody who's listening. The football season is starting. If you send me your email and say you want my free, F-R-E-E, and I used to have a line, if it's free, it's for me. You call me or you email me back that I want Mike Warren's first game of the NFL that has a 5-unit rating. That's my highest rating. Some guys have a 1,000,000-star rating. It's a 5-unit rating. It's my highest. I will give it to you absolutely free, no charge. Send it to me. And when you do that, also add your phone number, and I'll call you back, and I'll tell you why you must come in with me this year. When I tell you the story, you'll understand why I can't say it now, and when I tell you the story, you'll come in and you'll say, absolutely, I'm in Mike with you for this season. Please do as good as you say. Well, I like to think we can look forward to a great season of football winners, both in college and in pros. For some reason, I've always been good in college. I remember one radio season, I was on a radio show, and they asked me to pick all the college games. All the college, it was like the top 25. I picked 23 out of 25 winners. I don't know how I did it. I can tell you it was incredibly lucky because I didn't know half the teams. But it's just what I am, just what I am. I make my numbers, add a little luck to it, a little salt, a little pepper, a little paprika, a little garlic, mix it up, and it tastes good. You email me at info@MikeWarrenSports.com. I'll send you the game. After you send me the email, of course, there's no other way to get it. And after you do that, send me your phone number in there, and I'll call you, and I'll tell you all about the clincher. I haven't been exact for a reason, because I don't really want to expose it to everybody out there who may be seeing this thing. I only want to tell the real people who want to come in, will understand, will appreciate it, and will want to be part of it. Of course I'm going to give you a call. You can be part of my family. You're going to be one of my subscribers. You're part of this team. Of course I'm going to give you a call. I'll explain it all to you. I'm not like one of these hawkers you see on TV, and one of these guys who scream and holler, and it's just, that's babble to me. That's all babble. This is serious business. I work very hard doing it. I love doing it. I love nothing better than beating the bookmaker. There's nothing better than to see him humbled, to pick up my money from him, you to pick up your money from him or her, wherever it may be, and they say thank you very much and please come back. I love that because they hate you. I hate them and they hate us. You know, handicapping is work. A lot of people don't realize it. It's a labor of love, but it's a lot of love and a lot of labor. You don't pick winners. It just doesn't happen by luck. You've got to. I never got lucky without working hard. You've got to work hard to get lucky. Excuse me. This is my numbers guy. Is it okay? Excuse me a second. Yeah. Hello? Yeah. This weekend? What number? It's a little high. I would, by a point less, I would like it. I don't like it that number. And I would buy it if it goes up. That other game, I like that game. Buy it now because they're not gonna beat the spread anyway. And let me go. I'm doing some stuff right now. I'll call you back later. Does that help? Okay. Thanks. Bye. I'm sorry. Well, the convincer to come in this year is that I said it before and I'll say it again. You really cannot win without me. You can pick a game, you can pick a series of games, but over the entire season, that's not luck anymore. That's skill. This is a game of skill. The number is a game of skill because it isn't like Ravens playing Pittsburgh, as I said before. You know, you can pick that winner, but when you add the point spread in it, that's when it becomes a game of skill. That's when the mathematicians and numbers guy have the edge. That's what I am, a numbers guy, a mathematician. That's what I do best. I can make that number, I can defeat the Vegas spread, because the Vegas spread isn't done by the IBM computer that beat Kasparov in a chess game. The Vegas spread is made by guys like me, who I think are not as good as me. They make their number, I make my number. Whose number is better? My number is better.
Shaw on the fade. Caught. Touchdown!